Stay where you are.
Stay where you are!
Stay
where you are, show your hands. You here?
Jenny?
Yep.
Jenny?
Yeah.
Oh.
What happens when the people sworn to protect us unknowingly step into the lair of a killer? In a chilling twist of fate, police officers stormed into a seemingly ordinary home, only to uncover a nightmare that had been festering for years. Virginia, the youngest of 5 daughters, had been living a double life under her parents' roof. While she claimed to be pursuing an artistic career, she was secretly draining their finances, racking up massive debts in their names. But this was just the beginning. When her parents mysteriously vanished, Virginia spun a web of lies, telling authorities they were traveling. Yet, as officers dug deeper, they stumbled upon a truth so horrifying it would haunt them forever. What did they find? And how did Virginia manage to keep her dark secret hidden for so long?
Well, mate.
It's fine.
Reach.
No one in here at the moment. It's the police. Got it.
Stay where you are.
Stay where you are!
Stay
Stay where you are, show your hands. You here?
Jenny?
Yep.
Jenny?
Yeah.
Oh.
The time is 12:12. You're under arrest for suspicion of murder against Jonathan McCulloch and Elias McCulloch. Okay? You don't have to say anything, but it may harm defence. If you do not mention when questioned, so much more anything you do so over the evidence. Okay? Alright, your arrest is necessary for a prompt and effective.
Is there anything in the pocket we should know about?
Yes, there is. Can I take you to it?
No, you can tell me.
The truth was far more horrifying than anyone could have imagined. For 4 long years, Virginia had been living in the same house as her deceased parents. Her father's body was stored in a makeshift mausoleum in the downstairs study, while her mother's remains were concealed in an upstairs wardrobe, wrapped in a sleeping bag. How could someone live among the dead for so long without detection? The details of this macabre scene would leave even the most seasoned investigators stunned.
Can you go in there for a second, just so I can tell you something about what's in there?
Yeah.
Thank you. And then
Yeah, I must tell us
the only
something
reason
about
I
what's in
said I need to tell you something about what's upstairs on the top floor as well.
It's fine.
Yeah, okay.
It's a bit more quiet, sir. Is it in your okay? Yes, mind your feet, so obviously we can
Honestly, I'm not fun.
No, it's fine.
I know, but obviously I've got to be careful. My dad's body's in there.
Right, okay.
Yep, okay. Obviously I'll
What about your mum?
a little bit more complicated.
Okay.
That's why I said, can I go upstairs and show you?
Right, can you
If
explain
wanna
it to
bring
us, please? Because
officers,
we're trying to preserve this. It's now going to be seen, so we need to preserve this the best we can. So I don't want you to have you walking up there, all right? That's for your well-being as well as ours.
Oh, no, up.
Okay. So
Thank you.
where will we find your mum?
Well, possible.
Where will we find your mum?
Okay, so upstairs there are about 5 wardrobes.
Yep.
It's behind the bed at the back next to the sink. That's the second one.
What happens when the people sworn to protect us unknowingly step into the lair of a killer? In a chilling twist of fate, police officers stormed into a seemingly ordinary home, only to uncover a nightmare that had been festering for years. Virginia, the youngest of 5 daughters, had been living a double life under her parents' roof. While she claimed to be pursuing an artistic career, she was secretly draining their finances, racking up massive debts in their names. But this was just the beginning. When her parents mysteriously vanished, Virginia spun a web of lies, telling authorities they were traveling. Yet, as officers dug deeper, they stumbled upon a truth so horrifying it would haunt them forever. What did they find? And how did Virginia manage to keep her dark secret hidden for so long?
I've slipped a pile of those into his drink. There were about 2 or 3 drinks that I brought downstairs. And yeah, they were basically, he didn't drink all of them. He only drank probably about half of 2. But yeah, when I went in the morning, this was before my mother. When I went in the morning, early hours, I got up about half an hour early, about 6 o'clock in the morning. Came in and he was gone. Gone.
Okay.
It's
Just 2 days after the murders, Virginia's cold-blooded nature was on full display. She posed as her mother to obtain a new credit card and PIN, which she then used to splurge on clothes and jewelry. Throughout the COVID pandemic and beyond, Virginia went to great lengths to keep family and friends away from the property. She spun a web of lies, canceling family arrangements and sending fake birthday cards, gifts, and text messages to maintain the illusion that her parents were still alive. How far would she go to keep her dark secret hidden?
It's up to you if you want to talk.
Yeah,
The thing is, purpose of your arrest is for a prompt, effective investigation as well as questioning you. We can't do that here. It needs to be done at a police station, all right?
I did know that this would kind of come eventually. It's proper that I serve my punishment. So.
Okay, so Virginia, I'm just going to ask you this. This is what I've written down based on the information you just told us, because what we regard as a significant comment, because you've made it under caution after your arrest.
By the way, that's my granddad's.
Okay, right. So I've written this, please. I, Virginia McCulloch, have informed Police Constables 77329 Brown and 79387 Bowers after entering my house on Friday the 15th September 2023 that I murdered my father, John McCulloch, who was stated was under a bed in the rear ground floor of the house, and my mother upstairs in a cupboard next to the sink.
Wardrobe. It's a double wardrobe.
Right, okay, I've written
Double
cupboard.
wardrobe. It's like 4 wardrobe doors, but it's the one nearest the sink. Double wardrobe.
Pick up then.
Yeah.
What's significant as I've written down here now, I've just read out to you. Are you happy to sign that, to say that's a true account?
Yeah.
Virginia's manipulative prowess was unparalleled. She benefited from over £135,000 following her parents' murders, but her true nature was revealed during her psychiatric evaluation. The psychiatrist noted a disturbing lack of emotional empathy in her behavior, a trait commonly found in psychopathic personalities. Was Virginia a master manipulator, or was there something deeper driving her actions?
Cheer off, at least you fought the bad guy.
I've just woken up today and done my job. No.
I know I don't seem 100% evil, but we all... Yeah,
I'm not going to comment on anything. It's not my job to comment on it, okay? Because I've got to be impartial with everything, okay? So I'm not going to give any comment.
No, well, I mean, I deserve to obviously get whatever's coming sentence-wise, because that's the right thing to do. And that might give me a bit of peace.
Despite being diagnosed with paranoia and autism, Virginia appeared to be self-contained and in control. Following her arrest, she made shocking allegations of abuse against her parents, but her siblings quickly dismissed these claims as lies. They described her accusations as a disgusting misrepresentation of their family. Was this just another attempt to justify her actions, or was there a kernel of truth in her claims?
Also in the handbag as well, there's... and again, because you're probably going to need to know about it, there's a card in there, card one money. And that's a bank card where there's a lot of transactions that have taken place over the last few years.
What?
From money that pertains to my parents.
At the police station, Virginia's chilling confession continued. She provided detailed information about the knife and hammer she used to murder her mother, describing the act in horrifying detail. When I was hitting her, it was like someone badly playing the xylophone. It was willy-nilly, she told officers. How could someone recount such a brutal act with such detachment?
So, murder weapon is upstairs in the toilet room, kitchen knife. It's in the middle of the brown carpet, against the wall, opposite the shelves. So there are 2 long white shelves. So opposite where that wall is, that's where the knife is. So next bit is very hard to talk about. That's probably the most grisly detail. So on the ground floor, underneath the stairs, there's a few like storage boxes and things, and in the middle, I think it's in one of the boxes or in a bag or something. There If you want me to shush after this, it's fine. But every bit helps. You will find forensically it's helpful. There's a hammer. I know, but I'm trying to help so you find everything. It's in the middle, underneath the stairs. It will still have blood on it. It's rusted, but it will still have blood traces on it.
Virginia took a moment to emphasize the importance of full cooperation in a case like hers. But was this a genuine attempt to assist the investigation, or simply another calculated move to manipulate the narrative?
So not cooperating is futile. There's no point in not cooperating, there really isn't. And whilst, apart from which anyway, I should have what I've done. That's the other side of the coin, I think. So, yeah.
After a year-long investigation and trial, the jury reached a verdict on October 11th, 2024. The Detective Superintendent of Essex Police made a public statement, bringing closure to a case that had shocked the nation.
Good afternoon. Virginia McCulloch murdered her parents in cold blood. Her actions were considered meticulous and carried out in such a way as to conceal what she had done for as long as possible. These were the actions of someone who had taken time to plan and carry out the murder of her parents in the interests of self-preservation and personal gain before living within metres of the bodies of her two victims for a number of years. Throughout the course of our investigation, we have built a picture of the vast levels of deceit, betrayal and fraud that she was engaged in. It was on a shocking and monumental scale. McCulloch lied about almost every aspect of her life, maintaining a charade to deceive everyone close to her and clearly taking advantage of her parents' goodwill. She is an intelligent manipulator who chose to kill her parents callously without a thought for them or those who continue to suffer as a result of their loss. The details of this case shock and horrify even the most experienced of murder detectives, let alone members of the public. It therefore follows that the wider family of John and Lois understandably could never have guessed or anticipated that McCulloch would be capable of undertaking these murders before committing herself to this level of deceit. They have been left utterly devastated by the circumstances of this case, and they continue to feel the loss of John and Lois each and every day. This process, from the finding of John and Lois's remains to the unravelling of McCulloch's web of lies, has taken a huge toll on the wider family network. With this sentence, and with all that we have uncovered throughout our investigation, we hope they can now start to find a way forward with their lives.
The justice presiding over the hearing declared that Virginia, who was her parents' sole caregiver, had robbed them of dignity and death. The 36-year-old was charged with 2 counts of murder and sentenced to life in prison. YouTube thinks you'll love the video on screen. Click to watch now.
The judge presiding over the case declared that Virginia, who had been her parents' sole caregiver, had robbed them of dignity and death. At 36 years old, she was charged with 2 counts of murder and sentenced to life in prison. Justice was served, but the questions surrounding this case will linger for years to come. What drives someone to commit such unimaginable acts? And how can we prevent tragedies like this from happening again?